Welcome, true connoisseurs of domestic transformation, not tourists in taste, not dabblers in decor, but scholars of stillness, disciples of the delicate. Forget your fleeting reality shows, your hastily consumed blockbusters, the noise, the jump cuts, the algorithms screaming for your attention. Tonight, we ask you to slow down, to observe, to witness. What unfolds here is not merely content. It is a meditation, a mood, a movement. We present a masterpiece of patience, a tableau of quiet revelation, a drama told not in dialogue, but in drying time. We speak, of course, of paint drying, but not just any paint. No, these are not coatings. They're characters, each one emotionally resonant, narratively rich, spiritually adhesive. These are 10 of the most transcendent finishes ever to grace drywall. So take a breath, silence your group chat, and prepare for a journey of sublime transformation. This is the art of the dry. Number 10, Kryon spray paint. And now, chaos. Kryon gloss spray paint is the espresso shot of decorative finishes. No arc, no journey, just impact. You shake the can, spray, and before your finger leaves the nozzle, it's already halfway dry. Gone are the emotional beats of slow transformation. Kryon doesn't linger, it slaps. The gloss arrives like a car crash in a disco ball factory shine, immediate and oddly chemical. The kind of urgency you didn't know you needed until it's already drying on your garage door. It coats the surface like urgency. This paint doesn't dry in time, it defies time. And in doing so, leaves you breathless, confused, and perhaps a little aroused. Number 9, Clare wall paint. Now we arrive at curation, consciousness. A vision board emulsified. Clare in eggshell doesn't just dry, it self-actualizes. It comes in a thoughtfully designed box, printed with recyclable ink and an oat milk recipe on the back. The color is calming, neutral, probably named something like Mindful Mornings or Rent-Controlled Fog. As it dries, it doesn't just finish, it manifests. Eggshell never looked so emotionally intelligent. You light a candle, you sip a turmeric latte, and you realize this wall isn't just painted, it's healed. Number 8, Glidden Essentials. And now, the void. Glidden Essentials flat. Finish so humble, so uninterested in attention, it may as well be paint's version of Buddhism. It applies without flair. It dries without celebration. It exists. Simply. This is not a paint for showing off. This is a paint for letting go. Letting go of gloss, of ambition, of dreams. You stare. It stares back. Somewhere between minute 18 and minute 27, you realize you're not watching it dry. You're watching yourself become obsolete. Number 7, Rust-Oleum Chalked Ultramatte. Brace yourself. Rust-Oleum Chalked doesn't dry. It rebels. It dries before you're ready, before you're even done spraying. Matte, no. This is matte. Capital letters, all rage. No gloss, no grace, just grit. It's the paint equivalent of dropping out of art school to start a furniture flipping Instagram. You don't control it. You survive it. You stand back as it turns your surface into a distressed cry for aesthetic relevance. It's not just matte, it's emotionally unavailable, but you love it anyway. Number 6, Deluxe Diamond Pearl Finish. Now, let us waltz. Deluxe Diamond and Pearl is a paint that wears gloves. It dries not with urgency, but with aristocratic timing. From the first stroke it whispers, elegance. The pearl finish emerges slowly, like moonlight on polished silver. It's the Jane Austen of finishes. It doesn't want your admiration, it expects it. It dries as if it's always known the ending. And darling, it is flawless. Number 5, Valspar Signature Semi-Gloss Finish. Valspar Signature doesn't dry, it lurks. Semi-gloss, more like semi-truth. You think it's even? You want it to be even. But then, there, a streak, a glint, a betrayal. You turn on a new light. The finish shifts. Now it's perfect. Now it's chaos. It gaslights you in real time. This is drying as a thriller. A slow burn crime drama where the wall is both victim and suspect. You will stare for hours. You will never be sure. Number 4. Sherwin-Williams Duration Home Matte Finish. Here we find comfort. Tradition. Sherwin-Williams Duration Home in Matte. The golden retriever of paints. It goes on with modesty. It dries with honor. No flashes. No drama. Just purpose. You'll never write poetry about it. But one day, you'll lean against that wall and whisper, "You've always been there for me." And it will respond. Without words, but with finish. Number 3. Farrow and Ball Estate Emulsion. Imported, introspective, inherently sad. Farrow and Ball is not a paint. It is a mood. Each brushstroke feels like a breakup letter. The matte finish is tragic in the best way. A chalky softness that speaks to inherited trauma and generational wealth. The color names alone, dead salmon, pigeon, borrowed light, read like characters in a Wes Anderson film. This paint dries not with time, but with suffering, and you feel every aching, beautiful second of it. Number 2. Behr Marquee Interior Satin Finish. And now, the blockbuster. Behr Marquee, the one-coat coverage, allegedly. This paint dries like a summer action flick. It goes on fast, bold, confident. But then plot twist. A mist patch. A rogue reflection. You squint. The music swells. Is it drying evenly? Is it lying to you? But fear not. The third act delivers. Everything is smooth. The shine stabilizes. You stand in triumph. Bathed in satin sheen and unearned self-confidence. Number 1. Benjamin Moore Regal Select Eggshell Finish. Welcome, true connoisseurs of domestic transformation. Forget your fleeting reality shows, your hastily consumed blockbusters. Tonight, we present a masterpiece of patience. A tableau of quiet revelation. We speak, of course, of paint drying. But not just any paint, oh no. We are witnessing the Benjamin Moore Regal Select in an eggshell finish. This isn't merely a wall coating. It is, quite frankly, the succession of interior design. Observe. At first glance, a deceptively simple liquid. Wet, reflective, fraught with the uncertainty of potential. Shimmers, holding its breath. A nascent identity waiting to unfurl. Is it too much? Is it not enough? The questions hang heavy in the humid air. It's much like the first act of a gripping HBO drama. This paint doesn't merely dry. It matures. It settles into its truest, most authentic self, with an elegance that demands respect. There are no frantic brushstrokes, no garish streaks. Just a smooth, almost imperceptible journey, from liquid promise to solid, undeniable presence. It lingers, much like the lingering shot of a final scene. The quiet triumph, the subtle power of a story beautifully told. This, my friends, is the art of watching paint dry, and it is glorious. Give it time, a mere 30 minutes, and then the magic begins. Slowly, subtly, the surface transforms. Not a rush, but a deliberate, almost philosophical emergence. Those initial uncertainties begin to resolve, yielding to sophisticated undertones. A whisper of quiet greed here. A confident declaration of wealthy divorced beige there. You see the nuances, the depth, the character developing before your very eyes? And so, we have arrived. Not at an ending, but at a still point. A place where pigment met patience. Where walls became mirrors for the soul. We did not merely watch paint dry. We watched 10 emotional odysseys, each one unfolding, one silent molecule at a time. From the bold immediacy of Kryon, to the existential hush of Glidden, to the regal, breathtaking self-assurance of Benjamin Moore, we bore witness to transformation, to commitment, to gloss, matte, satin, and truth. This wasn't about color. It was about character. Not surface, but story. And now, as the final coat settles, as the sheen softens and the air clears, you realize you haven't just been watching paint dry. So if you've made it this far, dear viewer, you're not just a subscriber, you're a scholar of stillness, a curator of calm, a certified wall whisperer. Like, subscribe, moisturize. And remember, in a world obsessed with speed, sometimes the boldest act of rebellion is to simply slow down.